Hey everybody, what is going on? Brendan Miller here, back with another episode of My Fishing Pet Peeves. You know, it's crazy, every time I make a new episode of My Fishing Pet Peeves, I think, okay, this is the last one. I couldn't possibly have any more fishing pet peeves. Well, guess what? I keep fishing, and I keep discovering more. With that being said, let's jump right into it. The first fishing pet peeve is when you're trying to land a fish, and somebody, trying to be helpful, grabs your line and just hauls on it. It's not fun.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. Last thing I expected to catch is a carp. Yeah, isn't he? I'm out here going for catfish, I'm getting carp.
Wow, big old carp.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how not to fall.
Yeah, I get you. Shoot. Here, I'll bring him over to this rock and see if he...
Alright.
Come on, buddy. Let's go. And... Whoa, whoa, whoa. There you go, there you go. Woo, line broke. Nice.
Now granted, the guy in that clip was being super helpful. He was trying to help me land the fish, and we did land the fish, but it was a little bit intense there for a while. Now, as you guys know from previous videos, one of my fishing pet peeves is falling into the water. Well, I have a new one, falling into the exact spot where you're trying to catch a nice bass.
It looks pretty shallow, but I'll throw a jig in here just to make sure there's nothing in here. Oh my goodness, oh, there's a bass. There's a bass in here, no way. No. Nice. That was awesome.
My next fishing pet peeve is when you're fishing with somebody, they're fishing, they get a bite, and they feel like it's their duty to announce it to the entire universe as loud as they can that they just got a bite.
I got a bite!
This next pet peeve is trains. They're very loud, especially when you're trying to be stealthy. So much for being stealthy. One of the things I like to do on my channel is fish new bodies of water, and it seems like most of the time these areas are way back in the thickest woods you can ever imagine. It's pretty much like hiking through the jungle trying to get back there, and if you've ever tried to hike through really thick vegetation holding a fishing pole, you know it's cause for a lot of snags and frustration. Another fishing pet peeve that happens when you're fishing around a lot of vegetation using a spinning reel is that for some reason leaves like to get caught in the line as you are fishing with your spinning reel, and this inherently makes it very difficult to cast and crank in your bait. Now, as some of you may know, when you are fishing with a collapsible rod, sometimes you go to cast and you actually throw the tip of your rod off. And I've covered this in a previous video, but another thing that's happened to me recently is I was fishing a nice little pool, catching smallmouth out of the pool. I go to cast, and I cast the tip of my pole straight into the area where I'm catching the smallmouth and ruin the spot.
Got one. There we go. Finally, we got a smallmouth. Yes. Let's see what else we catching. Oh, ooh, another fish. Another fish. Oh, got him. Another smallie. No way. Back-to-back cast. I got... Whew, that's a little chunkier fish too right there. These fish are hungry down here. They are not shy. Oh my goodness, really? I just threw my tip off right into the pool where the smallmouth was. That's a fail of the week right there. That was garbage.
My next fishing pet peeve is when you're wading through a creek or a river and you're trying to be stealthy as you wade through the water until you hit a slippery rock and stealth pretty much goes out the window. This next one happens to me a lot, primarily when I am sight fishing for steelhead. I'm out in the river wading through the water and I see something in the water. I'm not sure if it's a rock or a fish. So I decide to get a little bit closer to see what it is. It turns out it was a fish and that fish is gone. Is that a rock or a fish? Can't tell. Let me try and get a little bit closer. This next fishing pet peeve applies to my brother especially when you're fishing for steelhead and all you catch is suckers.
No, it's not a sucker, it's a steelhead.
My man Rod. What is it?
Oh, it's a big old sucker.
Big old sucker?
The sucker. The sucker.
That ain't no steelhead.
Not for sure that was a steelhead.
It fought like one, dude.
It fought exactly like a steelhead.
That's hilarious.
Thanks. I thought I had finally hooked a fish. I haven't caught a fish in 7 years. I thought that was my fish. No.
Rod hasn't caught a...
Yeah, it was sad because every time I caught a carp, I thought it was a steelhead. So that's really sad, especially when you haven't caught a steelhead in like 7 years.
Sucker. Another sucker? Rod.
I'm so... Look. What?
I could tell the thing was not fighting right.
It like almost jumped.
Sucker King.
So...
You're mad right now, aren't you?
Well, every time I hook these stupid things, I think I got stuck.
When people creep on you while you are fishing. I've had this happen. One time I was fishing a creek that was kind of surrounded by a lot of vegetation and I happened to turn around and see a face staring through the vegetation at me. Very disconcerting. Fishing close to a road. For some reason, when you're fishing close to a road, people that are driving by think it's their duty to scream things at you. I have no idea why they do this. People that come up to you and ask you if you're fishing, when you're clearly fishing. Hey buddy, what are you doing? Fishing? Well, I have a fishing pole in my hand, and fishing line on the fishing pole, and a lure on my line, so yes, I am fishing. So guys, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this episode of My Fishing Pet Peeves. I have a lot of fun making these, and hopefully you guys enjoy them as well. If you guys want to support the channel, be sure to check out my line of Signature Series swim baits, as well as some affiliate links down below. If you click on one of those links, I get a little bit of kickback, and it helps me to keep making videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay hooked. I'll see you later.